Hello and welcome to the very first Boardseeker podcast. Each month we'll be using this podcast to bring you the very best news, features and action from the world of windsurfing. I'm Alfie Hart and this is what we have coming up in the December edition. 14-year-old Philip Costa ripping in Pozo. An update from the Boardseeker Test Centre in North Wales. Some great action from the Tyree Wave Classic. Jem Hall takes us through the tail grab chop hop. There's more action from the last PWA event of the season in Germany, plus a roundup of the month's top news stories from the windsurfing world. Okay, on with the action, and here's our first feature, Kid Costa.
I started windsurfing 5 years ago. I'm not scared. And I like the powerful sails. I can use it too and jump high.
Nobody said that it's alright, or that it's easy to get by. So many heads are lost to the fire in range of this cruel, yes, a cruel free life.
He's super young, super talented, and maybe another Bjorn. This winter the Boardseeker tests will be coming thick and fast. Here's test editor Adrian Jones to tell you more.
Welcome to North Wales, the home of the Boardseeker test programme. Today we've got a really nice sunny day with no wind and no waves, so it gives a rare opportunity to take some time out and tell you a little bit about our test programme. Our online magazine lends itself perfectly to testing. The interactive functions of the search pages are unique and they allow you to find the board most suitable for your needs with a simple click of a button. We have a very experienced team of testers. We're based in a great location, and perhaps most importantly of all is that we're willing to be completely honest with our findings.
If you haven't already checked out the Boardseeker tests, go and check it out. Back to some action now, and Tyree delivered this year. The top UK sailors were there to make the most of the conditions for the penultimate round of the British Championship.
Tyree is probably one of the best sailing locations in the UK, maybe even Europe. I mean, it's a small island. We've had beaches that face all different directions. So no matter what swell direction you get and what wind direction you can get perfect conditions for windsurfing.
Here we go. Okay, green flag up, so I'll leave them to it.
We'll have to wake up.
John Sky winning there. He has been on good form this autumn. Talking of people on good form, Jem Hall is permanently lively, and here is his latest instalment from the Beginner Freestyle Technique series.
Tail grab chop hop is a great way of improving your jumping manoeuvres. It also will lead you into the forward loop, the Vulcan, and generally all around just making you better at jumping. What you want to do is sailing along, spot a bit of chop upwind, stay hooked in. As you hit the chop, you're going to do the usual push, pull, pull up on your front arm and your front leg, then pull up on your back leg, right? And then in the air, you're going to look to grab the back of the board. Grabbing the back of the board will make you sink your hips in the air, which makes you help you shoot the sail in, keep you going fast through the air, and it helps you bend your back leg. Bending your back leg is the key to forward loops, Vulcans, and all good jumping technique. Tail grab chop hops look cool, and also they'll help you move forward in your jumping.
If you need any other top tips, check Boardseeker's technique section. Next up, the best bits from the last PWA event of the season. It was a wet and windy affair, but Ben Profit's lukewarm interviews went down a storm with the German crowds. Check it out.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. This place can go from 40 knots to 2 knots and back up to bloody 40 knots again in a matter of seconds. Victor's still in with a chance, but I think it's looking pretty comfortable.
Better to stay here than outside.
I'm with you on that one, and on that note, I'm going back in the tent.
With the PWA season over, the sailors are training all over the world at the moment. This month we jet over to Maui for an update from John Sky and Nairo Alonso.
Hello, I'm John Sky.
And I'm Nairo Alonso.
And we're here on the rail at Hookeeper, reporting for Boardseeker magazine.
And everybody's been ripping out there, like John, me, Levi, Robin Ash, Robbie Swift, and all the people that's been around here all these months. So it's been quite fun, and yeah, and it's been a good month.
And now the wind's shut down, and we've got like massive waves. Jaws is breaking just up the coast, and as you can see behind, it's pretty big. So it's been a good month.
Yeah. So keep tuned here at Boardseeker, so you can get all the windsurfing news all around the world.
Unofficially, the kitesurfers have broken the 50 knots. Unfortunately for them, there's a dispute from ISAF who will not recognise the kitesurfer as a sailing boat. Windsurfers are still chasing the 50 knot barrier and during December visited Ireland's south coast. With the Formula World Tour Series finishing in Brazil, it was top South American sailor Gonzalo Costa Huval who won, giving him the series win. Steve Allen was second and Ross Williams was third. Current freestyle world champion Galito Estrado has broken his shoulder training in Jerry. He is unlikely to be back on the water until February, but should still be ready to defend his title next year. The first ever Winter Windsurfing European Cup is going to be held in Finland this month, with a full schedule of events for next year. Check out winterwindsurfing.com for more details. The PWA Constructors title was a closely contested affair this year. With no rule to separate them, North and Neil Pride were awarded joint first in the sail rankings, while Starboard edged ahead of Fanatic to win the board rankings. There are some big sponsorship changes going on in the world of windsurfing at the moment, and one of the biggest changes is Vice World Wave Champion Victor Fernandez, who leaves long-term sponsor Simmer Sails and moves to North Sails to work closely with their design loft in Gran Canaria. And finally, thank you to everyone who has supported the magazine over the past 2 years by subscribing. Thanks to this support, the magazine has got to a stage where we're now able to offer it as a free service again. We look forward to entertaining you with the same high-quality video content for many years to come. That's all from me. Have a happy Christmas and see you in the new year for the January podcast.
By now you may be wondering who we are and why we're doing